RJ here, hanging out at the Young Hollywood studio with Olympian legend Apolo Ohno. So we got to just get it out of the way. I know everyone asks you about 2014. We know you're not going to commit because everyone tries to get you to commit. But I do want to know, if you did do it, what would be the reason? Because there's nothing left to prove.
I never say never, right? So I don't ever want to say that, oh, I'm retired. I am only 28 years old, although my sport is a very young person's sport. I'm a firm believer in that if my mind says yes, my body will ultimately be able to adapt, and I can do whatever's necessary. So.
And is there like a deadline that you've set in your mind that by this date I'm making the absolute decision?
I think Friday.
No, perfect. No. You're gonna be here Friday, right?
No, I'm giving myself about a year and a half off. And when I say a year and a half off, I mean total like separation from the sport, meaning I don't skate, I'm not training.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm totally just getting away from it. You know, because people don't realize, you know, my life as an Olympic athlete for so many years, I was living in a bubble. You know, I was such an extremist. And I took my sport and I said, okay, I want to be the absolute best that I can be at it. And how do I achieve those goals, whether I win or lose? And that meant shutting out all distractions. Ultimately, my life revolved around being the best athlete that I could be. So, you know, other aspects of my life, I wouldn't say suffered, but maybe they didn't grow as much as I'd like them to.
And I want to talk about the training a little bit, because when you're getting ready, I mean, it's intense. You know, the way you're eating and the routines
it is
you're
intense.
doing, it's insane.
It's insane.
A time like now, what is the training like? Do you eat whatever you want now? Do you still?
It's much more
you just
relaxed.
tone it down
it's
a little
much more
bit.
Relaxed. So, you know, I'll give you this example. In 2002, I was 165 pounds.
Right.
I could leg press around 1,400, 1,500 pounds. Yeah. Ultimately, I went down to 140.
Crazy.
And I was leg pressing like 1970, 1980. You know, so it's just shy of 2,000 pounds. So, in order to do that, I was literally training. I mean, I was training from 7 till 7. I mean, literally every day. And then the times that I weren't training and that I wasn't training was focusing on the food and the fuel putting in my body, the rest and recovery, the mental preparation. So I really took almost like a psychotic approach. And we would say it's insane. I mean, it really is. And you can imagine if spending like 15 years of your life where every waking moment of every single day is revolved around you being your best that day towards one specific goal, which is essentially 40 seconds on the ice in 4 years. So we're talking like 2 ice sessions a day, which is enough. Which is most of my team does just the team's workout, and then they're cashed out. Whereas I would go to the rink in the morning. Sometimes I would bike from my house to the rink, train, bike home, eat a little bit, train at my house, bike back to the rink, train at the rink again, bike home, eat a little something, get on the treadmill, do another workout, get in the sauna, and then go to sleep.
That is so not normal.
It's very not normal. No, it's very, and I don't want to be normal.
Right.
Like that's what I'm about.
How do you do it when you're traveling? Like we were saying earlier, like you haven't been since February any one place for more than 3 days.
Yeah.
Like how do you still stay in shape when you're on planes all the time and you're at hotels all the time?
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. So, you know, I've gotten used to the hotel room gyms.
You did your own little workout
I
in the hotel now?
I did a 12-minute workout about 2 months ago, I remember. And it was very, very tough.
Now here's what's so interesting though. I mean, we talk about 2006 Olympics, you win. Dancing with the Stars, you win. You know, 2010 Olympics, you win. And now your new book, it's all about you don't have to be first, that you can come in 3rd, 5th, 8th, it doesn't matter, and you still essentially are a winner.
You know, in a lot of people's minds, you know, when a lot of Americans come to me, they say, hey, how many gold medals do you have? You know, how many races have you won? Right. And I think a lot of times, you know, the human psyche, we lose fact or we lose sight of the sense of, okay, what is the true meaning of what I'm really doing? So when I take a step back and look at my sport, I had 4 years of my life dedicated towards a race that's 40 seconds long, that there's truly no guarantee that I will make the podium. So how do I make sure that I still have satisfaction and I still can continue my journey with kind of zero regrets? And when I decided to name the book Zero Regrets, it wasn't exactly saying I have zero regrets. It's more the pursuit. It's more I think it's the constant struggle or the constant pursuit of zero regrets. That's where this mentality and this philosophy kind of came to be. So that, you know, that was like my mantra, is basically leaving nothing on the table, leaving no stones unturned in my preparation. Right. Because I've seen so many great athletes have tremendous potential to be much faster than I, to be much stronger than I, to have a better career than I, but they weren't willing to put forth the effort. They weren't willing to sacrifice the things that were necessary. And you know, there's one world, you have one life, and it's your choice. From a mindset, when you just approach it like that, you'll do what's necessary in order for you to become your best.